Hello, good evening. It's Friday and it's time for another Facebook Friday paper crafting live session. I am Kate Bolt. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, bringing you some fun paper crafting time on a Friday evening. Who is glad that it's Friday? I know I am. Oh, sorry, that's my hand. I am so glad it's Friday, although they all kind of merge into one, don't they, these days at the moment? Hi Linda, I'm so glad you could join us. I hope you're okay. I hope everyone is well and keeping well and safe. Peace. Hi Anthony, I'm well, thank you. I hope you are. Peace is reigning in my house. The end of another homeschooling week and yeah, all is peaceful. So I thought I'd come to you with some of my favourites every Friday from the new mini catalogue, the new January to June mini catalogue. So I have got one of my favourites with me this evening. Hi Philomena. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome one and welcome all. I have got Pretty Perennials. Now I know I used this, I know it was last week or the week before on a live. Was it? I can't remember. But I do love this stamp set and I think I used it maybe for coffee and cards. So hi Jurgis. Oh, you've got your catalogues. Brilliant. Excellent. So Pretty Perennials and the dies that match. I will show you them when I turn the camera around. So coffee and cards, I probably just use the stamps. Now the dies are stunning. They cut everything out and they're lovely. And I just wanted to show them off and have some fun because I can't put them down. They're fab. I'm glad you got your catalogue. I sent all the catalogues out. I hope they've all arrived. If anybody isn't on my catalogue list and they'd like to be, do get in touch. I'll send you a complimentary catalogue. It's something we all need right now, is a little bit of crafting therapy, a hobby to do to keep us entertained. And we're very lucky to have this lovely hobby, aren't we? And not only do we get to do it and it's therapy and it keeps us going, but we can send happy mail. We can send it out to someone and they can get it through the post and it can make someone's day. The dies are to die for. You know, I love a pun the same as you. Brilliant. Do have a look through your catalogue if I've sent you one, and if you would like one, let me know. Right, I'm going to turn the camera around. Here we go. Now, I'm going to turn my tripod around. Here we go. So hold on to your hats. There we are. Let's pop this in. Grab my glasses so I can see you. Right. There we go. There. I think I'm good. Am I good? Can you see okay? Fabulous. What that is on my screen. Okay, so we have got this beautiful stamp set, Pretty Perennials, and I love these flowers and sentiments and this big happy with that lovely font. And we have got the, no, they're not the dies I am looking for. Bit of a Star Wars reference. These are the Perennial Petal dies that go with the Pretty Perennials. And look at all of those. Aren't they gorgeous? So these cut out all of these. So you can stamp, you can cut out, and you can layer beautifully. Hi Louise. These are absolutely to die for. I'm so glad that these were first on my list because they're great. I love these. They're so lovely. So I've got a couple of cards to show them off for you so you can see how versatile they are. So let's start off with my first one. Let's grab everything that I need. I've got lots of bits and pieces here. Lots of scraps. So this is scraps to be stamping and cutting. Joe, you won't be sorry that you ordered these. They are lovely. They are so lovely. So, honestly, I could use these and use these and use these and use these. Maybe add another couple of sentiments and you just use them and they'd probably be a set you'd need to reorder once they'd worn out, I think. If they ever would, I mean. Right, okay, so my card base is thick Whisper White. Gives a little bit of thickness to it. It's really good quality. I like the thick Whisper White for a card base. And that's my usual measurement, A4, cut in half and scored in half. And then I've got a layer of Bermuda Bay. I love this colour, very spring. And it's 0.5 centimetre smaller on two sides to give a border. And then I've got another layer, 0.5 centimetre smaller again, of the Whisper White. of the white. Now, if you don't know, we are changing over from Whisper White due to a supply issue. So we're stopping with Whisper White soon. I think all our stocks have gone actually, and we're going over to Basic White, which is another beautiful, good quality white cardstock. Okay, but yeah, this is currently Whisper White that I've got. I've got lots left over, so I'm using mine. Right, so this is the panel on the front that I'm going to be using as the base of my card. And I'm actually not going to stamp anything on that, but I'm going to grab some scrap Whisper White here to start stamping on. Okay, just any shape, doesn't really matter. And out of this stamp set, I'm going to grab the large flower to start with. Okay, so I've got this large flower. I'm going to use that one. I'm also going to use that one, and I'm going to use that one. These three shaded ones. Okay. So I think I am going to do the large one in Blushing Bride. Oh, that's good, Anthony, because I haven't used it yet. But I know that when we change over from a key core product to Stampin' Up, it's usually been thoroughly tested. So let's hope it's all good, but it sounds good. Thanks for that. So I'm going to stamp that in Blushing Bride on my Whisper White. Just once, like that. And then I'm going to stamp the, where is it? This one with the 4 petals. I'm going to stamp that in Bermuda Bay. Love this colour combo. And then I've got Coastal Cabana, because these two love each other, don't they? They're such a lovely combo. In fact, that's a great colour combo, isn't it? Love it. Very spring. Oh, I don't need to stamp this one yet. This one's going to get stamped. Oh, do I? Do I? Yes, I do. Sorry, I couldn't remember how I made it. Yes, I do. So here we go. Lovely. Made a right mess with that though. So I'm going to grab the dies that coordinate. So this one goes on here, and I've got to make sure I get it the right way around. It's easy once you know how. And I had it off pat earlier, you know. It's that way, because this one has a little bump in it. Can you see that? So just line it up with that little bump and you're away. So pop that one on there. I'm going to stick it down with some of the good old washi tape, because it won't slide around when I'm cutting it out on my die cutting machine then. Just a little bit on the edge, like that. And then I need the other die for this one. There we go, that goes on there like that. I think that's right. I don't think there's a right or a wrong way for this one, really. I think it's pretty much equal. Just pop that on there with a bit of washi tape. Hello, Mary. Welcome. So, if anybody's been using the stuff from the new January to June catalogue, tell me what your favourites are. Do you have any favourites? This has got to be one of my favourites, if it isn't the favourite. That was the dog who let himself in, guys. I do apologise. He does it every time because he wants to be part of the gang. He's a silly pooch. Okay, so there we've got those three. I'm just going to cut them out on my stamping cut and emboss machine, which is right next to me. You can probably hear it clunking about. Left one behind. Dog has settled down. Gave a big sigh and settled down. So I'm going to take these off and put them back on the dies, because then I know exactly where they are. Because you know what? In the middle of my life, I am great at losing things. You know what's going to happen. Okay, they're in. So I've got those 3 ready. Now the next thing I'm going to do is cut out the middles. So what we've got is these are the dies that we've currently used, and I'm going to cut these middle parts out, these 2 here. So let's just take those ones off. And I'm going to use the corresponding cardstock colours as I did with the ink to cut them out. So we've got Bermuda Bay and Blushing Bride, and that's all I need for those 2. Let's just cut those out. I'm going to do them with one pass. I'll put them both on together. Actually, I don't think that'll fit. Let's just do one at a time. That's that one. And then this one. Hi, Kate. I think you'll love this. This stamp set and die set is so lovely. Right, this one popped out already. Nice and cleanly. So I'll pop those away as well, so I don't lose them, like I said. Good at that. Okay. Oh, that one hasn't come out, has it? So I'm going to take my take a pick tool, because I use the pointy end just to pop those out of there. Quick as a flash, it'll pop out. Here we are. There we go. Okay, so we've got these now going on. This one lines up with this one, and this one lines up with this one. So, sorry, I wasn't watching the comments. Has anybody been using any Stampin' Up stamps lately? What's your favourites? What have you been using? Or what have you been crafting? That would be great to know. Right, let's have a look. So, I've still got plenty of Whisper White scrap. And there's another die in the set that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this big leaf. It's really beautiful. I'm going to cut it out of Whisper White, I think. Will this bit work? Yes. I've got to cut 2 out. So let's do 1. So there's a bit of cutting out tonight, guys, on the die cutting machine. I make full use of these gorgeous dies. There's loads of bits in this one. They pop out fairly well. Look how beautiful. Let's get that bit out. They are beautiful. There you go. I love that stamp set, Anthony. It's gorgeous. I must use it again soon. So yeah, I need 2 of these lovely leaves. Let's grab another scrap of white. I've got plenty of it over here. Where this is in the catalogue. Ooh, there's lots going on. Right, let's put that one back as well. Okay, there we go. And get rid of some of these pieces that came out of it. Put that on there. Okay. A couple of scrap bits. Let's take those out. Okay, and we can assemble it. We can start to assemble it anyway. Oh, there's another thing I need to do. I need a little tiny, another scrap of Whisper White cardstock. So this one might be just big enough. This one here. And I'm going to stamp sending lots of happy on my card because I want to send happy mail to people to keep them cheered up. Because we all need a bit of happy mail at the moment, don't you think? Everything's a bit rubbish. So we need it to be a bit better. And what's nicer than getting a nice hand-stamped card in the post? Sending lots of. So I'm just going to cut it out in a little rectangle, and to do that I'm going to do a scrap of Whisper White, which is here, and I'm going to do it on the bottom, so kind of in a corner. Sending lots of. Like that. Hey Linda. Yes, we do need happy mail, don't we? Everyone needs a bit of happy mail. Sending lots of. Right, so I've got my trimmer just to make life a bit easier. I'm going to cut this out like that. And then I'm going to even it up a little bit. Cut a bit off the bottom. There we are. So I've got that. I'm probably going to cut it down a little bit more. Now I'm just looking for a piece, scrap piece. I am going to stamp happy. Right, the big, beautiful happy. Can you see how much I've used mine? Loads. Loads and loads and loads. So I am going to clean it up because I don't know. No, it is clean. And I'm going to stamp it in the Bermuda Bay. Good evening, gents. So happy you're here. Sending lots of happy. Love this. Oh, look, I stuck my hand in it. Oh, well, we're not having fun if we're not inky, I suppose. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that satisfying? Stamp that like that. Okay, let's close that up before I put my hand in it. I put all the inks back in the same place. I can find them when I need them, can't I? Okay, now, this is the fun part. I'm going to do a little bit of fussy cutting, so sorry about that. You might need to talk amongst yourselves for 5 minutes. All I'm going to do is, if you can see, I am just cutting with my snips around the happy, leaving a little bit of a white line around it so I don't chop anything off. I quite like the look. I'm going to go all the way around. I just like the effect you get when you just do this. Let's just top some of that off, give myself room to work. There we go. And the trick is to move your paper, not your scissors. Oh, you're right. You should see my desk. Oh. I've also I do a YouTube every Sunday, Celebration Sunday series. So I've been preparing that one this afternoon. So yeah, my desk is a hot mess. I'm loving all the celebration stuff. And that it's free. We all love freebies. Oh, bless you. You're just too kind. I'm actually not that good. I think the camera is a bit forgiving. I think the thing about it is, though, is don't worry about it. Just go for it. And if it's a bit crooked, so what? It's handmade after all. If I wanted it perfect, I'd, be on a production line and they'd all be the same, I suppose. So I don't mind if it's a little bit wonky. But you're very kind. Let's go all the way around. Oh, those darling donkeys. I'm going to show you them in a minute. I'm not stamping with them tonight, but you've mentioned them now. They're lovely. Well, that's all right, Anthony. Stamping is just perfect. You don't need to fussy cut. It's not for everyone. I have to say, sometimes I just pop it in the bin. I did this afternoon. Oh, those donkeys are hilarious. Honestly, I've seen some really beautiful cards with the donkeys. For all sorts of occasions, funnily enough. That's what our dies are for, absolutely. I wish they had a die for this happy. It's my favourite. But I'm glad they got the dies for the flowers. They seem to have, don't they? They are so super popular. Right, let's go at the top. Well, it's been raining here. I mean, today it's not been too bad. It's been dry. But yesterday it rained so much. Like it poured with rain all night, it poured with rain all day, and then it poured with rain all night. And the levels, the flooding everywhere is madness, isn't it? Let's hope it dries up soon. So the other thing is I'm putting it on a white piece of card. So if it's a bit crooked, it's really not going to show. Oh, you're too kind. Right, there we are. If it's a bit far away, you can't tell. Too far away. Hold it up too close, you can see. Hold it far away. Okay, so this is the fun part. I'm going to put my layers together, these two. And what's my adhesive? Here it is. I'll just use some of this tape runner. That one. So that's going to go on the front of my card base, Bermuda Bay. Then I'm going to put this one on. Everything is stuck on the top of my card base today. No stamping onto it. Hadn't realised. Oh, I saw your photo, Jen. Can't believe that. I know it happens though, doesn't it? Right. So here we go. This is the really fun bit where we get to layer everything up and play with it. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is layer these things together. I'll grab my Tombow and make a bit of a mess, but that's fine. Hi, Lou. Good evening. So yeah, we'll just layer these up. If I can get any glue to come out, it would be great. Sometimes it gets a bit gummed up where it hasn't been used for a little while. So just pop it on there, just in the middle I put the glue. Yeah, and I don't think, because we had so much rain sort of early winter, late autumn, none of the flood levels have had a chance to recede properly before we get another deluge, and it's just awful, isn't it? The lake is completely flooded and it's all, yeah, you can't get around the little lake at the moment. There's so much water on the footpaths. Okay, so I'm just going to pop them on where I'd like them to go. Where's the other little flower? There it is. So I'm just putting them down, see where I can get an idea of where I want them. And I'm actually going to put these ones on first because these are going to go behind. And they're going to go behind. So if I just move them, I know they're kind of going to go like this. So I'll just pop some glue on the stems. Yes, another reason to send lots of happy mail. I think it's going to be my mission over the next month or so to send as much happy mail out as I can. I think that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Should we all do that? So just cross them over like that. There we go. And then I've got my dimensionals. Okay. And I'm going to start using those to glue down my flowers. I've got glue on me. Right, let's put a couple of dimensionals on. So one there. Actually, I could put two on there, couldn't I? Just to make it, or three. Make sure it stays There we are. Pop that one on there. Another one for this one. Like so. So I've only used a couple of the dies, you'll notice. I've only used these 2 sets and this one, and there's so many in this set. It's amazing. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue and glue this one down flat. Ooh, I'm getting stuck to me. What's new, eh? Stick that in there somehow. Like so. I might bring it up a bit more. That's it. Okay, let's move the rubbish. Now, I've got happy. And where is the bit that I stamped? Under the dimensionals. Sending lots of happy. So I'm going to be popping this down here like this. Let's cut some of the end off because we don't want that so long. Excuse me. Sending lots of, and then happy is going to go underneath it. Yes. So I think I'm just going to glue this one. It's such a lovely set. I don't think you can go wrong with it. And then I'll use some of the little, where are they? Mini dimensionals. Here we are. And pop it on the back of this happy on all the big spaces. It's the first time I cracked open this die set to design this card, and I was so excited because I was just like, oh, I've been itching to get on with this set. It's so nice. So we've got happy. Oh, Anthony, that is probably true heartbreak. You're absolutely right. That is disappointment in a nutshell. That really is. When the UPS man is in your road and he doesn't stop at your house with a parcel from Stampin' Up, that is sadness right there. Oh dear. I do hope your parcel, if you're waiting for one, arrives very soon. I know that we're all waiting on them. There's been some delays with Brexit. There was also delays originally with the truck drivers over Christmas, and then COVID shortages of staff, and now Brexit has had an impact. But I had one that I put in a little while ago, and I had notification today so that it's coming on Tuesday. So it looks like things are moving along, which is great. I'll be here soon. I chased one down the road. Oh, bless you. I bet it will come on Tuesday then. I chased a UPS man down the road one day when I thought he hadn't delivered my parcel. He put a note through the door and I went and ran after him. But I'm in. And then I realised he'd left it out the front by the wheelie bin. He must have thought I was some mad person. Okay, the rhinestones are going to go on in the middle. Might use bigger ones. They look a bit titsy. Small. Actually, are they all the same size? They're all the same size apart from those huge ones, so let's go for them. You've got one on Wednesday. Can't wait. I'll bet you can't, Louise. Honestly, I've got coffee and card. But other than that, if it comes, that's it. I'm done for. I'm going to be in there and you won't see me probably for days. Okay, there we go. There's our sending lots of happy card. And I think that we'll just do a little bit of stamping inside, just for a little bit of fun. I think we'll just do a little bit of pink and a little bit of Bermuda Bay. Do 2 pink. There we are. Oh, actually what I need to do, yeah, no, that's right. Let's clean that one up. Grab the Bermuda Bay. Actually, let's do it this way. Get the other stamp. This matches that one. It goes over like an outline. And I'm going to try and match it up. But honestly, I don't know if I'll be able to because I can't see it very well. Because otherwise I'll get my head right in the shop. Not too bad. It's great when it comes out, isn't it? So that's those. Let's shut this one up. So you can write your lovely message inside. So you don't have to put anything. You could put mail, sending you lots of happy mail if you wanted to, because there's a nice mail stamp in there. Right, let's do the Bermuda Bay. Okay, we're nearly there. We're nearly there, and then we will crack on with our next one. I've got another one to show you. There we are. Oh, I do love that. That's fun, isn't it? So pretty. There we go. So that's our card. Now, I'll show you the one I did as a prototype, if you like, the one that I did to design it. And I did exactly the same, but the other way around. So I did it with a pink, with the Blushing Bride. Oh, I haven't put the twine on it. I'll do that. So I did it with a Blushing Bride layer. And I did the big one in Bermuda Bay and the small one in Blushing Bride and just swap those over. And then I've done it the other way around there. So exactly the same, but a bit different, if that makes that doesn't make sense, does it? You know what I mean. So I think I'll grab, so this Baker's Twine is a combo from the Snail Mail suite, and you get the pink, I think that's, yeah, that's Blushing Bride, and you get the white. They're both pretty, aren't they? I love this colour combination, I think. So I'm going to put a little bow on my card I've just made. I just tend to loop the ears over when I do a bow that's not tied to anything. And it's notoriously difficult to do it on camera. So that will do. Let's just chop it off. Put that one there because I'm going to use that again in a minute. And I've got some blue dots. Now, I've got a reel of them, but these ones are super tiny. You get them with the kits. So I'm going to use up some of those because they're super tiny. But, I mean, you can just use your normal Stampin' Up! Glue dots, would be great. I know. Do you know what? It's not good if you haven't got a bit of twine on your project. Oh, now. Never goes right on camera, does that? Dog's making some weird sounds. Okay, I thought this was a good idea. Maybe it wasn't. Oh yeah, I got it. Got the glue dot off. It was more stuck to me than the bow. So I popped it there, didn't I? So let's just pop it in there as well. There. Sending lots of happy. Oh, I like those. So yeah, just the same. Right, let's crack on and make one more card. I hope you'll stay with me for another one. This is a bit of fun. I've got lots of colours for this one. So let's have a look. Not so much die cutting, lots more stamping with this gorgeous set. Right. So I have gone for, cut out of that. I'm still going to use it. I've got plenty, but I'm not going to waste it. So I have gone for Blushing Bride card base, A4, scored in half and cut in half again. My layer of cardstock, which is 1/2 centimetre smaller all the way around, leave a border. And then you'll see I'm going to cover up that I've cut that piece out. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, I've cut these too big. I've cut that as my normal layer for inside. So I've got a layer for inside. And then I'm just going to cut that top layer down because that one is going to fit on there as well. No, old habits, that is. There we are. Yes. So there we are. Now we've covered up our hole. No one will ever know. Okay, but we're going to use this to do lots of stamping on. So let's move this out of the way. Right, now I'm bringing back in my largest stamp and I'm going to do lots of random stamping. Now, when I do that, I tend to use my largest one first so that I can see that I've got space to do things. I've got a whole stack of colours that I've picked out here, loads, but you just use what you've got. It's good fun. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 of these large flowers. I'm just going to go right here. I'm going to put one in the middle, one here, like that. So I like to do odd numbers, it kind of looks more natural. So that's that one. Put the blue away. Okay, and then I have got this lovely Rococo Rose Pink. I'm going to go for the next largest flower, which was that one with the 4 on. Make sure it's clean, not quite. That's clean. This is quite a deep pink, but I decided not to stamp it off and just keep it in that nice deep pink, do you see? I like how this is like a watercolour impression on these stamps. Love that. Okay, so I've got 3 of those. Clean my stamp. Then I went for, I'm just thinking of how I made my one that I was trying out. I went for a little one. Now, where is that little flower? Here it is. Put it on the mount. And I went back to pink, which was what we were using in the other card. I went to Blushing Bride. Just going to add some of these in. I need to leave some room for some other bits and pieces. Just put some, and you can always go back in with the smaller stamps and fill in any gaps you've got. Yes, this is a Tasteful Labels. You see it. It's so good. And then I'm bringing in this one and the black. So let's have a look. Where is that little stamp? Here it is. So I've got the stalks and these ones, these buds. You could use them as buds or berries. So I'm going to put some of these right in the middle. Make sure I've got enough room for everything. Right, lid back on that one. And this one is Highland Heather. I really like this colour. And all you have to do is line them up with the tops of the stalks and you're away. Just adds a little bit of a pop to this card. Okay, let's see if this will fit in. Did I do it too close? I can just do it. Hooray! Okay, so that's Highland Heather. See, I told you we were using loads of colours. And then we need some leaves in there. So I've taken the leaf. There's a few leaves, but this one has an outside and an inside, so you can do 2-step stamping. I've taken Pear Pizzazz. I didn't know about this colour combo. I'm always a bit safe with my colour combinations. And tonight I just kind of went for it. So thank you. I'm hoping it's all right. I literally did just go for it. And then in the gaps, I'm putting my leaves. And then we'll fill in the leaves. Don't want any spare spaces. So then we just fill them in. Like that. hope you like this set. I love it. I think it depends on what colours you use, what occasion. You can make nice birthday cards with it or any occasion. It's a real all-rounder, I think. Have I done all the leaves? Oh, I just missed that one a bit. There we are. There. So that's that. Let's move this out of the way. And then we need to do some centres on our flowers. So I have got rich raspberry. I needed a dark colour for this Rococo Rose. And I need to find the little centres. So these are the one of the centres. Oh, I'm glad you like the colours. So a bit of that. We need something full strength to show up. Like that. And then we will take this one. This is a bigger centre. We will do, I'm going to use a dark blue. So I went for Night of Navy to give some centres to this one. This is Seaside Spray. So, oh, my ink pad's a bit stuck. There we are. And the Seaside Spray matches the card base, the card layer rather. So I thought I'd go for a really nice dark blue on there. Like that. Okay. Clean. So I think we're pretty much finished with that bit. Okay, so this is how it's going to kind of look, like that. And then I have got, as you saw, I have got this die out of the Tasteful Label set, and it's stitched. I use these a ton. Let's grab them. That's the Petals. Here they are. Oops. And you'll see why. They have all these lovely labels in. They're a really useful set. They're embossed and they're stitched, and there's so many really useful ones. So that set is for this one. And so I've cut one out in white out of that big one. Okay. And I am going to stamp the happy on it in the light pink colour. So let's grab that one back out. We are going for Blushing Bride. Right, and I'm going to do it right at the bottom where I can fit it in. Can't see it because my camera's in the way, but let's go for that and hope for the best. Yes, it worked. Okay, and in the Seaside Spray colour, we're going to stamp Sending Lots Of. And you might be able to see that if I stamp it here, it fits just in between the top part of the H and the top part of the Y. You can fit it just in there perfectly. Sending Lots Of. Look at that. Fits great, doesn't it? What do you think? Sending lots of happy. Everyone needs a bit of happy at the minute. So that's going to go on here. Okay, now the other thing I did was, do you remember in this card, I stamped the flower and I cut it out? Well, I've done the same again, and I've done it in the Seaside Spray and I've cut it out. And then I've done the same again with the inner part out of the dies and I've cut it out. And I'm going to layer those together with some glue. Just a little bit on the middle, I think, will be enough to hold it down. Just make sure I get it right. I don't think it matters terribly which way around it goes, but we'll go for it anyway, like that. So that's going to go on here, that's going to go on here like that. So let's start gluing our elements together. Right, let's put some glue on the back of here. Hey, Shirley. Yeah, just about fits, doesn't it? Everything on that card. So we'll pop our layer on there. And I'm not worrying that I used this for cutting out earlier on because I'm going to cover it up. I don't throw my label on the floor. So that's on there. Let's take my middle out because it's interfering with my lining it up. Let's try that one again. There we are. That's straight now. And put this one on. There we go. So if you did this on a great big piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, you could make a one sheet wonder out of it, and you could really make some beautiful cards. Be great for that. I think that was Anthony's suggestion. It's brilliant. Okay. Sending lots of happy. That's going to go on there, and I think I'm going to raise that up. Hello, Karen. Here we are. I'm going to raise it up with some sticky foam pads. I tend to use 6 million every project. I think I keep Stampin' Up in business with me and my dimensional addiction, but you know, it keeps me in business. Okay, so sending lots of happy is going to go on here. Just decide where you want it to go. I think it needs to go there. I want to just see the top of that other flower there, although it feels a bit low. I might have to cover it up, but that's fine. Oh, me and you, 6.5 million, that's about right. Sending lots of happy. That's going to go on there with another sticky foam pad or two. Definitely. Sending lots of happy. There we go. Now we need another gem on there. So with my take your pick tool, I'll pick up another one. I think we use a few. Oh, come on. Does that ever happen when you can't get them to stand up? There's one. That one's not shiny. What's wrong with it? Maybe I've got glue on it. There we are. Fits perfectly in there, look. Then I'm going to use a few and dot them around. And there. One there. I think that's enough. Excuse me. Less is more. Although I might put some more on because I do like a little bit of sparkle. Right, okay. And then I'm going to stick some twine on. I could use the white, but I still love this pink. Love it. I like how it's the exact match for the cardstock. Oh, that's not a bow, is it? Looks like a lasso. Don't know who will be lassoing. Have any of you got a drink? I could do with a nice glass of wine, honestly. It's just Friday. We survived it, though. We survived the week, didn't we? Why do I always try and tie a bow on camera when we know it's not going to work? Did you have a glass of wine, Jen? Yes, I'll lend you the twine. You can lasso him next time you see him, Anthony, with a great big load of baker's twine. I tell you what, I've got enough to lasso your UPS driver from here. Good idea, Jen. Get that wine. Get one in for me, would you? Oh, Lordy. Yay, there we are. We've got a dratted boat. It's done. Right, let's get a glue dot now. I should use one of the other ones. They just come off the roll. You found Winnie. I'm very confused. Oh yeah, I should get him to make a bow maker. I've got a bow maker somewhere though, but I'm not going to tell you. I couldn't. It took me like a whole morning to work out how to do it. Honestly, it's hilarious. I'm better off just trying. What's Winnie? Winnie the Pooh? I'm very confused. Jen. There, yay! We got our bow. I think in the middle, we're going to use that little mail stamp. This one. You've got happy mail, or sending lots of happy mail. There it is. I'm glad you like it. I'm so glad you like it. I hope it inspires you to have a go with it. It's a great set. Mail, and I'm going to do it in the blue because I did everything else in the pink. So I didn't finish my sample card for this. All I did was the stamping so I could see how I wanted to stamp things, just to test it out. Let's have a little bit of stamping on here. Oh, technical issue. Okay. That's okay then. I thought I'd missed something that I should know about, because I don't know who Winnie is. You know I'm a Disney addict. I thought you were talking about Winnie the Pooh. But you might have been. It's very versatile, Linda. It's perfect for everything. You know what? Sending lots of happy mail. It's got a nice birthday sentiment in it. So you can make lovely birthday cards with it. It would make lots of other cards with different sentiments. So if you had like wedding or sympathy or anniversary, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? And then let's just give that a clean. God, it makes a bit of a noise. Like that. And I'll pop that Night of Navy on there. Oh, Winnie the Witch! Winnie the Witch, of course. I know exactly what you mean. You were looking for Winnie the Witch children's book for Joe's Saturday storybook time on Facebook. I know exactly what you mean now. It all makes sense. I'm so sorry. I'm Disney obsessed. So oh dear, love it. I love listening to Joe's Saturday story time. It's brilliant. So let's glue that one in. And I'd say that we were done. I've made a grand mess. It's a brilliant set though. I love it. Here we go. Let's pop that in there. Oh, very nice. So have we got a clean piece on the other side? Kind of. That's a kind of clean piece. Yes, Winnie the Witch. Okay, so I'm so glad you joined me, guys. Very pleased, thank you. So these are the cards I made tonight. There's the one that I made earlier. I really love these. They're so pretty, these stamps. So you can see this was my prototype of the second card. That is as far as I got. But I knew what I was trying to create. So there. I hope you like them. This is going on to YouTube. It'll go on as a Facebook replay on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube and catching up, welcome. I'm glad you joined me. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like it. And maybe you could hop over to Facebook and see us on Facebook every Friday evening at 7. And thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm really happy that you did. Thanks so much. And we will see you on Tuesday for coffee and cards. And if you fancy looking at my Celebration Sunday video, that's coming on Sunday. Oh, I was going to show you something. Hold on. Quickly. This is the Darling Donkey stamp set. How gorgeous is that? It's so, so, so fun. Love that. That's free with Celebration. How cute is that? Anyway, I said I'd show you, so there it is. And hopefully you'll catch up with my Celebration Sunday on Sunday. Take care. Have a fabulous weekend. Sending you lots of love. Bye, guys.